Good morning, guys. Good afternoon, technically. It's Mia. Welcome to another reading week. This is gonna be an interesting one because I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna break all of this down up, whatever you want to call it. We are on vacation right now, which means two things. One, I get a lot of reading done. Two, though, we see a lot of family, so there's not really a lot of updates or chances to really update you guys. So I'm gonna kind of see how this week goes and make a decision from there as to whether I'm gonna combine this with next week and make one really long reading vlog or what. I'm sorry, I'm going back and forth. I'm sitting on a swing chair here. But I wanted to give you guys a little update. I'm about 60 pages into the Forgotten Garden. Today's the first day where we're just kind of hanging out at the house and we don't have family over and we're not really doing anything. So the boys are down for a nap and getting ready to get some reading done. And it's really bright outside. But yeah, that's where I'm at. It's about 60 pages in. I'm loving it so far. I got a little misty-eyed. You know, a little like, oh, that was sweet. I think one of the big themes in this book is going to be decisions and how, you know, one decision can kind of change your life. And I think that's going to be a big theme in this book. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I will just kind of update you guys as I can, and we'll just see how this kind of goes. So I will update you guys tomorrow sometime. Hi guys, welcome to heaven, or at least my heaven for this week. I updated you guys yesterday. It was totally not factual because I said I got to page like 60. I was on like page 90 apparently. That's what happens when I don't actually open the book before I do a reading update for you guys. I got a little bit of reading done yesterday, but not a whole lot. I'm at roughly page 115, I think. I just looked at my book and it's all the way down on the ground. So I am just gonna keep plugging away, keep reading, keep enjoying this. I've got my second cup of tea of the day. It's still relatively early in the morning. And yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep enjoying this view and reading with such an incredible view. So that is my update for now. It's not much of an update. I don't know what this week's gonna be like. I might cram this with next week and just make a longer reading vlog, but we will see. That's my update. I'll update you guys later. It is a Monday after all. Hello. We are back in our normal environment. My voice is kind of sort of back, and I have a lot of things to tell you guys. I was hoping I'd have an unboxing to do too. However, the post office doesn't seem to think that we need to have our mail delivered today, that they've been holding for the past week. There isn't like a book or anything in that I want. So hopefully that unboxing will come at some point this week. Sorry, I'm gonna be moving a little bit. I'm a little hyped up on caffeine today. So, as you can see, we are back home, back from vacation. We were out of town for about a week visiting family, and it was a really good time. I didn't get as much reading done as I thought I was going to, which is funny because I do this every time we go on vacation. I seem to think like when I take the time off work, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have so much time to read. But when we go there, we go to visit family. And so the free time that I do get, while I do read for some of it, I also spend time with family and not read. So there you go. So I did not, my plan was to read and finish The Forgotten Garden by Kate Morton, which I probably could have done in a week, but I went on vacation and I loved it, and I didn't read as much as I thought I would. And then start Queen Catherine of Aragon by Alison Weir. Didn't happen. Hopefully this week will be the week though that I finish The Forgotten Garden and I can deal with my thoughts on that and start the Catherine of Aragon book. So yeah, a couple things to note. You'll have seen this by the time you get to this clip in the reading vlog, but in case you haven't figured it out, I don't have a lot of footage from last week because we were on vacation visiting family. Didn't A, do a lot of reading, B, didn't want to film a whole lot. So I will insert whatever footage I have from that trip has already been inserted before this point, and moving forward we will just continue with this week, and I'll just do, it'll be a little bit longer of a reading vlog, but I figure that's probably the best way to do it rather than try and do one really short. Like I literally think it would probably be like 10 minutes. So, although maybe not because I've already been talking for 3 minutes. I haven't started editing it. I've just made this decision now, just knowing what I filmed. So 2-week long reading vlog. I also only just uploaded the reading vlog from 2 weeks ago because the internet was slow out there and I couldn't upload it. We're just gonna, you know, get back on track now. Let's talk about what I've been reading. I've already mentioned this, but I am reading The Forgotten Garden by Kate Morton. This is the Cozy Bookshop Reads pick of the month. I am on page 300, which Goodreads is like on crack because they said that this is not halfway through the novel. There's only 520 something pages of this novel, so I don't know how 300 isn't half of 524. Over half. I don't know. So page 300 of this book. I have to say, I feel crazy about saying this. Reading this book is similar to like doing an activity that you really love, but you have to put a little bit of love and work back into it. I use the expression it's like kneading dough, but that's, I mean, that's only if you enjoy kneading dough. If you don't, I don't really have a good like, I don't have a good like topic to put with that, but you kind of like, you gotta like work with it a little bit. You gotta go with what they're trying to do. That's not, it is very enjoyable, but it takes a little while to really like develop and work and give back to you, and it's just now doing that. Like I feel like last week I had a really good point where I was like like I had that good point that I love to get in stories, and I feel like I just got that last week. So I'm looking forward to seeing. I have no clue who is what. I have my like, I think this is what's gonna happen, but let's all be realistic. I have no clue what's actually gonna happen. I'm actually like anticipating what I want to happen is what I really want to actually happen. I will say overall though, I love the way this book is handling its themes. There's an overall theme of decisions and how a decision can impact and change your life, your past generations' life, like how one decision can trickle down and how it changes your life. I love that it's tackling the one thing that I'm finding really interesting is that mother-daughter relationship, that it's really doing a good job of handling, and how it goes. Mother-daughter relationship is really handed down. So mothers and daughters, mothers treat their daughters how they were treated. Like a lot of times it's a cycle. Hi baby boy. So that is where I'm at, and I will update you guys tomorrow with where I end up. Good Lord, I've already been talking for 9 minutes. I'll update you guys in the morning. Hi guys, it's Tuesday. I'm not here to update you on my reading because I gotta make this fast because kids are awake. So I'll update you on my reading during nap time, at the end of nap time. But I wanted to do this unboxing because mostly I just want to see this book. And okay, this is the companion guide to the All Souls trilogy. The All Souls trilogy has got to be my favorite yeah, okay, we'll go with it. It's the favorite trilogy of all times. I've got to like, I can't talk for long. The All Souls trilogy is my favorite, hands down, all-time favorite trilogy. And I feel like it doesn't have as much recognition as it should. This is the companion guide to that trilogy. Hi guys. Alright. Kids are napping. Let's have a little chat. We'll see how long they stay napping. It's just about time for them to get up anyway, so after the mess that I just did the unboxing for, I realized I haven't really, like, I didn't talk much during that at all. So just a brief little thing. The book that I got today that you saw me unbox is The World of All Souls, and it's a companion kind of guidebook to the All Souls trilogy. The All Souls trilogy, like I said before, is my all-time favorite trilogy. It was the first time as an adult, like a young adult, like not, yeah, the first time as a young adult that I really connected with a character on such a, like, that I pretty much saw myself in a book, in the main female protagonist, and I just, on so many levels, I connected with her. So it just, that book, honestly, I was thinking about it and it just changed so much for me. And like I said, it was the first time that I really, as an adult, saw myself in a book. Now, obviously, I've seen myself in other books growing up as a child, you know, and I still have favorites, but as an adult, I had never actually read a book where the main character just had, I saw so much of myself, and I connected with her on such another level than I did in that trilogy. So, I'm really excited to have this in my hands and to just kind of learn a little bit more. You know, this is a lot of background, a lot of historical information, just background on the trilogy. So I'm super excited to have this in my hands. Deborah Harkness actually has another book coming out in September following one of the characters from the All Souls trilogy. He's getting his own little spin-off story, and she's also, to my understanding, writing another novel with the same characters in the All Souls trilogy, like set in whatever. So lots of exciting things coming from that, but I wanted to touch on that real fast because I feel like I didn't really do a good job of that in the earlier clip. On to reading. I am on page 354 of The Forgotten Garden by Kate Morton. I was really enjoying this book until I started reading it last night, and now I'm kind of conflicted. I still really like this book. I really like it, but I feel like there might be some things that are coming into play that I don't feel like are necessary, I guess you could say. I don't know. It's hard to say because I don't really know what's going on, like, not what's going on. I know what's going on, but I don't know where things are going and how the storylines are going and how they're all going to connect together and play out. But last night there kind of been some underlying hints in the past few chapters that are really making of an event, of a potential event, that are making me very not uncomfortable, I guess you could say. It makes me almost question the author and like what she's doing and what's happening, because it's putting in this underlying storyline of I don't really know how to say it without like giving everything away, but one of our characters that we follow, her story is kind of taking a turn that I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know how it's necessary for it to take that turn. And obviously, you know, depending, I'm not an author at this time. So, I mean, I've dabbled in writing, but I'm not like, I haven't written a novel or anything, so I don't know you know, some authors let their characters do a lot of the talking, and that could be what's happening here. I don't know. And I'm trying not to like judge that, I guess you could say. I'm trying to keep just a really open mind to, you know, whatever is being offered to us and what is going on in the story. I'm just feeling very wary about the direction that this particular character's story is taking, because I guess I could see it, actually. Now that I think about it, I could see how it could all connect and click back together. It's still though, in the heart, it's just kind of one of those things where I'm like, the underlying tension that the author is trying to put in there is making me like really weird, and just, you know, really, I feel really weird about it. So I don't know if the author is like trying to do that, or if it's just like a byproduct of the subject matter. Who knows? It just, I could see how it all connects together now that I'm talking through this, and we've been talking for a little while now. I can see how it can all come together, but it just makes me very like wary and uncomfortable and weird. Otherwise, I am really enjoying this. I love 2 out of the 3 characters, I mean, their stories. So 2 out of 3 is not bad. And the other one I like, it's just that's the one that's like taking this like weird, uncomfortable turn. So we'll see. We shall see. So that's where I'm at. I will update you guys tomorrow and let you know how far I get tonight when I read. Hello. It's Thursday. I didn't update you guys yesterday. I'm sorry. By the time that I kind of was like, okay, I can film an update, I had to do Cozy Evening In, and then I really just wanted to sit and read, because I really just wanted to finish The Forgotten Garden, find out what the hell was going on, where it was all going, and how it was going to end. So with that being said, I finished The Forgotten Garden last night by Kate Morton. I think I'm going to give it a 3.5 star. I'm not quite sure. You may have to watch my quarterly wrap up or my review video that's going to go up probably next week or the week after to find out, because I think I'm at like a 3.5 star. I really enjoyed it as a whole. I will say, now that we have found out one of our characters' like story arcs that was making me feel wary beforehand, I no longer feel as wary about it. I feel like I really liked all the twists and turns that were in the book, but I didn't, at the same time, like at times it was too much. There was too much. So I'll articulate and do like a full review for ya. And like I said, that'll go up either next week or the week after. I'm not quite sure how the scheduling is going to work out yet. But I finished that, so it is time. I'm gonna get, basically my plan for tonight is I'm gonna get my thoughts down for The Forgotten Garden before I pick up my next read, and just kind of get those out of my system. And then I have to plan out my next couple of like non-vlog videos and blog posts, since I'm gonna already be talking about all those things. I might as well just sit down and do it all and brainstorm everything at one time. Okay. And then I will probably pick up Catherine of Aragon by Alison Weir. Cue to tomorrow morning, and I'll tell you like the full title of it, because I don't have it right in front of me. But that is my plan. I'll update you guys in the morning and let you know like how everything shakes out. Hello, it is Friday. And yeah, it's Friday afternoon. I've just finished work for the day. Both kids are playing. They're about to get a snack. And I started a new book last night, which was actually kind of a surprise to me, because I did all my notes and everything. After I updated you guys, I did all of my notes, and then the night kind of got away from me a little bit, and by the time that I actually ended up like sitting down, like putting my phone up and being ready to like read, it was almost 10 o'clock. So normally I would just go to bed at that point, especially since I wasn't really feeling good. I had a little bit of a headache. Well, actually a little bit of a migraine, but it wasn't like one of my worst ones, so we'll go with that. Anyway, normally I would just say, you know what, we'll just go to bed, tech with it, spend a little bit more time on my phone, whatever, but I felt like that wasn't gonna work and it wasn't gonna cut it, and I really wanted to start this book, so I said, you know what, whatever, and I started Catherine of Aragon, The True Queen by Alison Weir. This is actually like honestly kind of my sweet spot. I love Alison Weir as an author, first of all. I've read a couple of her books. She's by far probably my favorite historical fiction author of that like has to do with Henry VIII, Tudor England, Elizabethan England. I think she's my favorite because, I mean, look at the size of this book. I like the juicy ones. And Tudor and Elizabethan England is honestly probably like my sweet spot of historical fiction as well. Yeah, just like, actually it's not even like necessarily that, it's like my sweet spot, and that's where I like tend to go the most, but really like United Kingdom historical fiction is a lot of my like sweet spot of stuff. So anyway, I started this last night. I'm not very far into it. I got like 21 pages in last night, so I plan on reading this quite a bit this weekend. I plan on bringing you guys along this weekend. Hopefully I get a lot of reading done. I do need to do some filming for upcoming videos, and it's royal wedding weekend. I haven't talked about it because it really doesn't have anything to do with books or anything like that, but I will be watching the royal wedding tomorrow morning. I'm waking up early especially for it, but I plan to get a lot of reading done this weekend. I literally I'm staying home pretty much all day tomorrow. I have no plans to go anywhere. I really just need that, to be completely honest. And then Sunday, the only thing I have to do is I have to film a little bit in the afternoon, and we have to run errands in the morning for groceries and such. But otherwise, I plan on getting a lot of reading done this weekend, so I want to bring you guys along and see what all we accomplish. So I'll update you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning. I'm gonna start with this because we're just gonna get real this weekend. We had a very rough night last night. My younger son just didn't sleep well, so I am exhausted. And I watched the royal wedding. I didn't cry. I bawled. And now I'm getting ready to make my second cup of tea. It's about 9:30 in the morning. I'm about to make my second cup of tea, and I'm gonna settle in for some reading, and I am reading Catherine of Aragon by Alison Weir. I promise you, I did not mean to like coincide reading about monarchy with the royal wedding. Like, that's just kind of how it happened. But yeah, I'm going to make another cup of tea. I'm gonna need like all the tea today, I feel like, because we're just crossing my fingers for today. And I'll check in with you guys a little bit later on. So it turns out I wasn't done being obsessed with the wedding, because I've read like 3 pages, but have managed to look up a bajillion things about the royal wedding. So it's almost bedtime for the boys, and I think as soon as I go to bed, I'm just gonna plug in and get a couple hours of reading done this evening before I go to bed.
and then we'll just see where that takes us through for tomorrow. Like I said, I want to get some filming done tomorrow while the boys nap in the afternoon, so I don't know how much reading I'll actually get done. I kind of figured like today was gonna go one of two ways. I was either gonna be like gung-ho or I wasn't, and I guess I wasn't as gung-ho as I thought it was gonna be. We'll just go there. So I will update you guys in the morning to let you know how far I get tonight with my reading, and we'll see what we do tomorrow. Hi guys, it is Sunday, whatever day it is, because I have a notification. It's Sunday the 20th of May. I know I haven't checked it. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon and I haven't even picked up the camera once. I have a good explanation for it. My kids are sick, so I haven't read anything. I haven't picked up any books. I've been trying to catch up on other stuff. And I think I'm just like trying to recover, actually, honestly, from like the whole so I'm gonna wrap up this week's weeding vlog. I'm sorry. To make up for it all, like this week's really been 2 weeks in the making. So to wrap things up, in case you missed this through this whole probably like 30-minute reading vlog now, I read and finished The Forgotten Garden by Kate Morton, and I am currently, I actually got quite more reading than I thought I was gonna get done yesterday. I'm on page 82 of Catherine of Aragon, The True Queen by Alison Weir. I hope to actually make a good dent in this week. I feel like I've got a good thing going, and I think this week will be much easier. I won't feel so like frazzled and trying to catch up with everything, and hopefully my kids will start to feel better here soon as well. So stay tuned for next week. Thank you guys so much for watching this week, and I will check in with you guys next week.